backdrop for Hockey Day Minnesota, presented by Wells Fargo. We are in Minneapolis, and it is a 2-0 Warroad lead over Minneapolis. After one period, Warroad is a city that is rich in hockey history and also has a strong Native American heritage. We are joined now by the legendary Henry Boucher, who has a part in both of those. And here to talk about it, Henry's here to talk about it because the tradition of Warroad is so strong. They've been the Warriors. They've had this logo for quite some time. What is the significance behind the nickname and the logo?
Well, back in 1988, when the Civil Liberties Union wanted to get rid of all of the names and logos, and Warroad, probably has some of the most great history in its, in the community with, the name Warroad actually comes from the Ojibwe word Kabekanon, which, a significant place, a battle for the Ojibwe against the Sioux up there, and we spilled a lot of blood there in that area. We go back into the 1600s in that area, and it was actually it was T.J. Oshie's great-great-great-grandfather who had an allotment in Warroad and sold a parcel of land to the school for the first school name, and we are of course cousins, and was at that time the Maypock was the chief of Warroad, and once he did sell that property, he wanted the name Warriors instilled at that time because of the great history of the battles with the Sioux there, and the blood that had spilled on that land, and we cherish it, and we've got that type of history behind the Warroad Warriors. The Indian community, the Indian education department are very proud that we were able to go ahead and design that logo for our school and try educate through our curriculum the significance and the history of the Warroad Warriors.
And the history has continued, and even today the team is wearing special jerseys just for Hockey Day Minnesota. What's behind that?
Well, that's it's awesome. The Warroad community is driven by Marvin, the window factory up there where a lot of people work, and they're tremendous backers of the community and the hockey program. But the Indian Education Department was involved along with the Kakagizik family, who are my cousins as well. And I think it was Donald that designed the Indian head logo. But this year, the kids were given jerseys that we're going to wear, the dark ones, for this special day, Hockey Day in Minnesota. And the new patch that you see on the shoulders of the kids is a medicine wheel. It's got the 4 colors of the 4 directions. It has the Warroad design Indian head on there, as well as 4 feathers that hang down for the 4 state championships that the Warriors have won over the years.
Those are really impressive. And you know what? It is a great honor to meet you. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for being part of our Hockey Day Minnesota coverage.
Well, thank you, Marty. It's great to see you, and greetings from Warroad, all you hockey fans out there.
Big greetings from Warroad and from Mr. Henry Boucher. And throughout our previous 13 years of Hockey Day Minnesota, we have seen some great talent come through. And here is a nod to some of the notables. Coyotes defenseman Aaron Ness played on Hockey Day 4 straight years. Once with Roseau High School, then 3 more years with the Gophers. Ness faced current Pittsburgh Penguin Nick Bukestad and Blaine in 2008 during the outdoor games in Baudette. In 2009, Minnetonka's Rachel Ramsey was a star on Hockey Day and later was a 3-time national champion with the Gophers. Before winning a Stanley Cup with the Penguins, Jake Gensel was a standout at Hill Murray, where he was part of our lineup in 2015. We've had a pair of first-round picks showcased on this day. Lakeville's Ryan Paling played on Hockey Day in 2016, and a year later, Eden Prairie's Casey Middlestat was a main attraction. Both have gone on and made an impact in the NHL.
It was a blast for all of us, and Obviously the outdoor game was super fun, super cool, and yeah, I think all my buddies and I look back on that and with a big smile for sure.
I think it was just so cool because there were so many games on and so much hype prior to the day itself. So it was a lot of build up and obviously a lot of excitement kind of buzzing around. So it was something fun to be a part of.
It was awesome. I was a freshman that year. We were playing, I think the game almost got canceled. It was so cold. It was minus 20, I think, up in Baudette Bay. So it was a game against Roseau. It was very memorable. We still talk about it till this day. It's a moment I'll never forget.
Of the 40 schools that have been, or these are the 40 schools that have been represented on Hockey Day Minnesota. 40 different schools have been a part of this. And of those schools, 15 different players have gone on to play in the NHL. 15 players in 13 years. I'm joined now by Ben Clymer and Gigi Marvin. Ben, you were